Every step you take earns you crypto. Counting stars in the skies are blue. Sweat turns to gold, yeah. It's all for you. Miles and smile. The world's your stage. MoveQuest call. MQT paves the way. Steps into gold. Watch it unfold. Every move you make, it's a story told. From the spark of dawn to the stars above. Get paid to move, find the life you love. Steps into gold, watch it unfold. Every move you make, it's a story told. From the spark of dawn to the stars above. Get paid to move, find the life you love. Find the life you love. Workers burn, but the fire's sweet. Even your sleeves got the rhythm beat. Calories, dreams, distance too. Crypto rewards for the best of you. Change the world one stride at a time. Feel the rush, it's a climb, a ride. Join the quest, feel the glow. Be your best self, let the future show. Steps into gold, watch it unfold. Every move you make, it's a story told. From the spark of dawn to the stars above. Get paid to move, find a life you love. Steps into gold, watch it unfold. Every move you make, it's a story told. From the spark of dawn to the stars above. Get paid to move, find a life you love. Find a life you love.
Lace up tight, feel the ground shake. Every step's a dollar I make. Left foot, right foot, it's a game we play. Health and wealth in a single sway.
Step by step, watch me climb. Every move I'm cashing time. Run, walk, jump, it's all mine. Get healthy, get wealthy, redefine. Yeah, get healthy, get wealthy.
Redefine. What's my currency? No bank in sight. Sunrise to sunset, I own the night. Every stretch, every twist has a price. This grind pays twice, it's paradise. No excuses, no delay. Every motion makes my
Yeah,
payday.
hey, step by step, watch me climb.
Every move I'm cashing time.
Run, walk, jump,
It's all mine, get healthy, get wealthy.
yeah,
Redefine.
hey, step by step.
Watch me climb. Every move I'm cashing time.
Run, walk, jump,
It's all mine, get healthy, get wealthy. Redefine.
stumble, fall, I'm still in the race. Each bruise another badge I embrace. Momentum builds, can't erase the sound of coins in every pace. Every pace, every pace. Yeah, come out.
Get healthy, get wealthy, redefine.
Yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. 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 Yeah.
MoveQuest pays, MoveQuest pays, MQT all the way. Oh, what fun it is to mine on our very own blockchain. On the own blockchain. MoveQuest pays, MoveQuest pays, MQT all the way. Oh, what fun it is to mine on our very own blockchain. Getting in my steps while working or at play. Losing weight, getting stronger every single day. Take the stairs, forget the lift. Pump those weights, run that relay. Swimming, even grocery shopping. It's how we now get paid. MoveQuest pays, MoveQuest pays, MQT all the way. Oh, what fun it is to mine on our very own blockchain. MoveQuest pays, MoveQuest pays, MQT all the way. Oh, what fun it is to mine on our very own blockchain. Getting in my step while working or at play. Losing weight, getting stronger every single day. Take the stairs, forget the lift. Pump those weights, run that relay. Swimming, even grocery shopping. It's how we now get paid. MoveQuest pays, MoveQuest pays, MQT all the way. Oh, what fun it is to mine on our very own blockchain. MoveQuest pays, MoveQuest pays, MQT all the way. Oh, what fun it is to mine on our very own blockchain. Yeah. Very own blockchain. On the first day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me a way to be financially free. On the second day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me a move to earn and a way to be financially free. On the third day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 3 hatcheries to stake in, a move to earn and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the fourth day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 4 tiers of steps to earn on, 3 hatcheries to stake in, oh, a move to earn and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the 5th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 4 tiers of steps to earn on, 3 hatcheries to stake, move to earn it, a move to earn and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the 6th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQ, 4 tiers of steps to earn, 3 hatcheries to stay, move to earn and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the 7th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 7 days of work, 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQT, 4 tiers of steps to earn on, 3 hatcheries to stake in, a move to earn and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the 8th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 8 minus 7 days of work, 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQT, 4 tiers of steps to earn on, 3 hatcheries to stay, and a move to earn and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the 9th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 9 docks unlocking, 8 miners mining, 7 days of workout, 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQT, 4 tiers of steps to earn, 3 hatcheries to stake in, move to earn and a way to be financially free. On the 10th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made me feel 10 years younger, 9 docks unlocking, 8 miners mining, 7 days of workout, 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQT, 4 tiers of be financially free. On the 11th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me. 11 Vanguard miners, feeling 10 years younger. 9 docks unlocking, 8 miners mining. 7 days of workout, 6 hours of pay sleep. 5 MQT, 4 tiers of steps to earn. 3 hatcheries to stay. A move to earn that, and a way to be financially free. On the 12th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me our own blockchain. 11 Vanguard miners, feeling 10 years younger. Yeah, 9 docks unlocking, 8 miners mining, 7 days of workout, 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQT, 4 tiers of steps to earn on, 3 hatcheries to stay in, a move to earn that, and a way to be financially free.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome everyone to this evening's MoveQuest update call. I don't know about y'all, man, but I have to take my hat off literally to Miss Catherine Clement, man. Those songs really, really have me moving every time we get ready to have a MoveQuest call and update. Matter of fact, I'm going to let y'all in on the secret. I literally sit here, I got them playing in the car. I play them when I'm in the gym, and any other time, I just want to hear it. If y'all could have seen me on camera, my head was sitting here bobbing the whole time. Um, 'Tis the season, as they say. We have and we are officially in the holiday season. I want to be respectful I know we're a global platform, so I want to be respectful of everyone and just wish everyone a happy holiday season. Or whatever. I know there's a lot of people like myself. I'm actually working remote today, or joining in the call rather remotely today. People are going to be traveling, visiting friends and family, enjoying some relaxing time and things of that nature. So I wish everyone safe travels and a happy holiday or what have you, and safe travels back home. Um, Being a Tuesday right before Christmas, I also want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your busy schedules, because we all know there's other things that you could be doing. But this MoveQuest project is moving in a direction that many of us have hoped that it would. And we're truly excited to stay abreast of all the things that are taking place as often as we possibly can. So before we move to our guest of honor, Miss Lynette Arden, the creator of this illustrious platform, I want to give other panelists a moment to chime in should they choose to. I know we have Mr. Hayden Andre, who's always here with us, but we have other members of the core team here with us this evening. There may be a few more that actually pop on before the call is over or whatever, but we also have Ms. Kishara Dean and Lee Baines. If either of you want to share anything before we get started this evening, please go right ahead and do so.
I'm just going to say happy holidays to everyone. Thank you, Herschel. You always do an amazing job. And I know Hayden is going to come on and drop some fire. But Merry Christmas, happy holidays. And thank you, Lynette, for always coming on every Tuesday and dropping bombs. That's all I'm going to say, dropping mics.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Herschel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know how many people on this call, because I'm never normally on this call, are aware of the 12 Days of Fitness. So I don't mind running through and explaining what we've been doing. Depends how much time we've got right now before Lynette.
Sure. Go right ahead and give them the Cliff Note version so that if anyone that's on here that's not aware can be made aware. Sure, go right ahead.
I'll go through it as quick as I can. So hi guys, yeah, my name's Lee Baines. I'm part of the core team. Thrilled to be here to share this 12 Days of Fitness campaign with you guys. The campaign was created to gather heartfelt testimonials from our community. ultimately crafting an end of the year video that showcases the amazing impact that MoveQuest has on its members. We decided to spread it over 12 days, divided it into four phases, each phase lasting 3 days. The structure allowed us to collect a variety of testimonials, making our final video rich and diverse. So every participant who submitted a usable clip received a Trailblazer miner worth $100. So it's a no-brainer really, and sometimes even received an extra award due to Lynette's generosity. There was also five winners of prizes of mixed boosts and one final winner of a Titan um, worth $800, which is nuts. In case, so in phase, we had four different phases. In phase one, we focused on gathering testimonials about how MoveQuest has positively impacted our members' lives. We received so many touching and inspiring stories that truly highlighted the heart of the community. Tons of incredible testimonies were sent in. It was really phenomenal. Phase two we asked members to share their daily physical activities, whether it was gym workouts, running, walking the kids to school, taking the dog out for a walk. This phase was all about showcasing the diverse fitness journeys of our community. Again, lots of incredible testimonies were sent in. Phase three, which just which phase three. Let me figure it out what it was. Ah, yeah, we go. Phase three was all about weight loss journey. Sorry, guys, was all about the weight loss journey. Their engagement with QT token as well. So and the golden hatchery. Again, tons of amazing testimonies were sent in. And phase four was it's basically a Christmas greeting. This phase was all about spreading Christmas holiday cheer. So we encouraged the members to say something with Merry Christmas, and they can say a few words, which some of them chose to. But again, we got a really good response from that. So yeah, again, thank you so much to everyone who participated. This campaign has been amazing, and we're really excited to share the final video with the world, of which we are working on collating the clips, or may I say, Miss Clement is currently doing her magic on creating the final video, of which we would like to share with the world. Hopefully tomorrow. We will see. We'll see how it goes. There's a lot to do. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell, guys. So yeah, that's the 12 days of fitness for anybody that didn't know what it was. But like I say, the video hopefully will be done tomorrow. I'm not going to put too much pressure on her. She's been doing absolutely incredible. She is a superstar, and I'd never be able to put this campaign together if it wasn't for Kat, if it wasn't for John, it wasn't for Kashira as well. So I applaud them three guys, because they've been massive help. So yeah, that's it from me, Herschel.
All right, thank you, Lee. And what you're doing is extremely important, and it casts a lot of value in what we're doing, because the more we're able to have content and material to share with the rest of the world, so people
Hmm.
can actually see what's going on inside of our community, is paramount. It's definitely something that's needed, and you're doing a wonderful job. And there's a lot of participation taking place. And just as a quick note, I know some of you may not have received the last round or what have you, but Miss Lynette is working on getting all of those sent out to everyone. So she may touch on that a little bit later. But
Yeah.
Hayden, go ahead and bring us home so we can get to Miss Lynette this evening. Sir, how are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you so much, Mr. Herschel Crow. I just want to say thank you to Kishara Dean, as well as to Lee Baines, two hardworking members of the MoveQuest core team, and also Jordan and KC, who's been doing some incredible work with the promos that's been happening as well. And obviously, Lynette is on the call, the light paper lioness. She's always showing up and bringing the heat as usual. So we appreciate all of you and all of the work that you all do on the front lines, the work that we see, and also behind the scenes, the stuff that no one sees, the stuff that is just your integrity and your work ethic just that shines through. So well done. Good evening, everyone, and bright, new, exciting day for those of you who are listening in different time zones, and special day for those of you who are listening to the recording. You're locked into the Tuesday night community call event. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who are re-engaging, welcome back. And to the diehards who haven't missed a beat, welcome once again and well done. Big shout outs and enough respect. Just a few quick reminders in case you didn't know. The MoveQuest enrollment procedure is super easy. Every step is an empowering experience. There are now links to MoveQuest branded step-by-step enrollment videos right inside the MoveQuest app. Well done, Mr. Rosario, another member of the core team, for your excellent production work on all of that. Now, as for the MoveQuest enrollment process, my personal experience helping people get started is that they are very impressed with the technology and they become filled with excitement about the possibilities of move to earn and proof of physical activity. Big shout outs to developer Waleed and Lynette. You've done some incredible work with this app and this Web3 platform. The enrollment process is super easy, super smooth. Any difficulty or time consumption is all the stuff that happens before they get to MoveQuest, because people do need to do a little crypto work to prepare their wallet for the transactions associated with getting started with MoveQuest. But the smart contract work is absolutely impeccable. Well done, Waleed. You've done some impressive work with that. Now, that being said, this is a sincere invitation to everyone who is receiving benefit from MoveQuest, whether it be health benefit, whether it be financial benefit, fun benefit, social engagement, or all of the above. Pay it forward. MoveQuest is truly a community-driven project. You can genuinely be the positive impact that you would like to see in the market value of the MoveQuest token. Help someone discover MoveQuest today, tonight, tomorrow, and every day, whenever possible. The Phantom literally eliminates all excuses. 900% mining power possibilities, $0. Only the transaction fees associated with claiming the Phantom and submitting proof of physical activity every day. Pennies. The promos right now are off the chain. Right now, $80 unlocks a dock slot and it activates immediate NFT ownership with a complimentary Trailblazer valued at $100 today. And that value is going to go up, by the way. The opportunity to scale with MoveQuest multi-chain mining expansion. Man, many of us, some of you know people who have multiple watches, multiple devices. Their arm is filled with watches. Instead of scaling by purchasing 6 devices, there is a big opportunity to scale by simply being consistent. Take action today and remain consistent, submitting proof of physical activity over the next 90 days without missing a single day, and receive matching mining NFTs on every chain that MoveQuest expands to. This is a gift of a lifetime. Machine mode is in full effect. Stay focused, stay rich, max out, and let's all level up. Mr. Herschel Crow, back over to you.
All right. Thank you for that, Mr. Hayden. So we're going to go ahead and turn it over to Miss Lynette Arden so she can share whatever she wants to share with us this evening as we go into the holiday season. Miss Lynette, how are you doing this evening, ma'am?
I'm good. How's everybody doing on your end? Everybody getting ready for Christmas?
Absolutely.
That's good. That's good. I'm probably going to shut my video off when I start sharing. I've had issues with my Wi-Fi. I actually got it working yesterday, but let me see if I can get ready. But I just wanted to say hi. Everybody knows it's really me. All right. Let me share my screen. I have got lots of things to share tonight, but I'm going to keep it short because I know it is the holidays. But everybody, I'm going to start doing more Zooms during the week right after Christmas because I really want you guys to understand what's happening with this project. What I'm going to show you tonight, you're going to have to focus a little bit as to exactly what's transpiring. First thing I want to tell you is ignore the market value of the token. It means nothing right now. So those of you who are submitting to be on, to get the matching mirrored miners on the additional blockchains that we're adding, plus the launch of our own blockchain, just keep submitting, because when I get done with the call tonight, you guys are going to understand what's happening and why it really is important. Then I'm going to go over a couple of things that we're getting ready to add to make it easier for people to get started. It's expensive. MoveQuest isn't cheap, right? The miners aren't cheap. I mean, we've run so many promotions to make it as easy as we can, but we do know that we're coming close to ending all promotions, any and all promotions. And so I called Waleed up today and I told him, hey, got something else I need you to do. I won't even tell you what he said. It was kind of funny. I can't even repeat it. In fact, I was reading it to Michael and I had to skip some of it. I couldn't even say the words myself. But guess what? He's going to get it done for everybody. So I'm going to explain what all that is tonight, and then I'm going to write up a list with a schedule of the dates and times so that you guys know what the topic is of the Zoom. So starting right the day after Christmas, I'm going to start, and I may do them every day. I might do them every other day. I have a lot of information that I want to get out to people, but it's too much for one Zoom presentation. You guys would fall asleep on me. Tonight, I don't have a presentation. I only have my spreadsheets because you have to see, how this works. It's important. And I know a lot of people get frustrated when I start showing my spreadsheets because they say I lose them, but it's the only way I can really show you how the whole system is working. So I tried to simplify it. All of the spreadsheets that I used, I tried to tie them all into one. So here's what you need to know right away, right? We have a max supply of 21 million MoveQuest tokens. Now, in the MoveQuest vault or safe, okay, these are going to be moved into what we call a time machine, and nobody will have access to them, not Waleed, not myself. And what happens is they go on a timer. We have a set schedule for our MoveQuest, and it does a halving every 4 years. Okay, so we've got each year. So in 2028, 1,314,000 will go into the mining distribution contract from the time machine. All right, so all the way up until the mining ends, and it won't end in 2059. At that point, then it's got a recycled amount of MoveQuest that comes in through the ecosystem, so it'll continue to mine in 2060. I think we have enough MoveQuest now set aside to take us into almost 2090 or something like that. I won't even be alive. But that time machine will handle the release of those tokens into the mining machine. Again, it's all about making sure that you've always got, that those tokens are always there and that there's nobody that manages it. Right now, they just get deposited into the mining contract. And so once we launch our own blockchain, that won't happen anymore. They'll be in a locked time machine. So currently the vault is holding the 17,276,294 MoveQuest tokens. The liquidity vault is holding 2,025,364. Since we started the dynamic mining, the ecosystem has absorbed 47,388 MoveQuest tokens. Now, the hatchery is holding 807,638. Okay, that's a total of 20,156,684 MoveQuest tokens. Okay, These are the smart contracts, okay, that are holding MoveQuest. This here is, I'm not sure what contract this is, but it's a smart contract. It's one of the old legacy ones, so those MoveQuests need to be moved into the vault. The Boost contract is holding 6,886. Okay, now every time you guys spend MoveQuest, you have to remember, it comes into the ecosystem. This is the community's ecosystem. These are the community's future liquidity. Those cannot be sold. I can't spend them. They can't go towards marketing. I don't know who the person is in WhatsApp had asked about, when we start the blockchain, holding that MoveQuest until it doubled in price so we could sell it for USDT. I'm not really sure what the reasoning was behind it, but everybody needs to understand we can never sell MoveQuest. Only the community can sell it. The ecosystem, and this is the problem with all these other projects, is that the projects, the creators, whatever they call themselves, creators, founders, their marketing team, their development team, their design team, they have this wheel and they tell you 20% goes to this, 20% goes to that, 10% goes to that, 5% is vested, 10% on a cliff, blah, blah, blah. Well, that is basically just telling you what percentage they hold and they're going to sell. This project, it's zero allocation to anything. There are enough features within this system that use regular crypto, meaning AVAX, whether it's going to, if it's on the Polygon, it'll be the Polygon token. And if it's on, any of the other Solana, it would be Solana. Those are that's the crypto that would be sold to cover the project's expenses, not MoveQuest. Never. There's half of the mining dock slots that take AVAX, and that will always be the case. Even on our blockchain, the MoveQuest blockchain, it'll take USDT for half of them, and then the other half will take MoveQuest. That's more than enough crypto to manage this project or to compensate people or do what needs to be done. So there will never come a time when MoveQuest will ever be sold. And you'll appreciate this in a minute. Liquidity Vault. The MoveQuest contract, this is when people send MoveQuest back to the original minting contract, that when we minted the MoveQuest token, but that contract's been completely renounced. There's no access to it. So if you send them to that contract, they're gone forever. This is when you unlock your mining dock slots and you use MoveQuest. Okay, all of this MoveQuest in these contracts will eventually go into this liquidity vault. Okay, this is when the ecosystem does a market correction or buys MoveQuest. There's 14,727 sitting there that have to be moved into the liquidity contract. The evolution, those of you who are upgrading your miners to the higher powered miners, when you spend that MoveQuest, doesn't get sold. Okay, all of this just goes back into the liquidity vault. And currently, that's a lot of MoveQuest sitting in there. Just that alone has got an $18 million value based on today's market value of MoveQuest. Okay, that's $18 million of future liquidity for you. It's not $18 million that I'm going to go sell. It's not $18 million that Waleed's going to go sell. There's no rug pull here, right? We're not going to pull everything out from underneath you. Hey, we just brought in 2 million MoveQuest tokens. See y'all later. Now, that's what 99% of your other projects end up doing, but we don't do that here. We don't need to use our token to pay expenses. This is an old legacy hatchery. Those just need to be moved into the liquidity vault. They're extra. This is the mining contract. Okay, that 607,710 MoveQuests that are in that mining contract is based on 3,000 MoveQuests per day being mined. But now we're doing the dynamic mining, and so that will probably last a good 2 years, if not 3 years, unless we really grow crazy. And then that could be used up between now and August 1st of 2026. But that was 1 year's worth of MoveQuest that's in that mining contract from August 1st of 2025 to August 1st of 2026. When we went to the dynamic mining, that changed a bit. The incubator, That's holding 57,742 MoveQuest tokens. That includes what has been spent on Vanguard's plus reward. This is what's in the nest. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4. You guys are amazing. Literally, I mean, I love this community because we don't have 100,000, a community of 100,000 people. We don't have, major numbers yet. What we do have is a very committed community, one who really believes in this project and what we're doing. You guys actually get it, you see it, you understand that this is where you really want to be. Even if you're still trying to figure it all out or let it all sink in, you do know that this is the right track, the right path to be on. And you guys show it by staking those tokens. You're not afraid to hold those tokens because you believe in what we've built, our transparency. We are committed to doing what we say we're going to do. All of that goes a really long way. And it shows when you stake those tokens. Last I checked, this was the liquidity. It's not impressive, but you're going to understand why. And we really don't care right now because it's going to beef up very quickly. And then this was the market value of the token the last time I took in the numbers. All together, there's 3.5 million MoveQuest tokens that are locked up in the smart contracts with a $31 million market value. Now, what I want to share with you next is how the mining went, okay? From when we first got started, August 1st, 2024 to June 30th of 2025, that was 337 days of mining at 2,500 MoveQuests per day. And that was a total of 842,500 MoveQuests that was mined over that 337 days. Then we increased it July 1st until October 2nd. For 93 days, we were mining 3,000 MoveQuest tokens, which put another 279,000 into circulation. Then we dropped it back down to 2,000 because of the hatchery. It had to allow for that extra MoveQuest. And so for that 10 days, it was 20,000 MoveQuests that were mined. On October 14th, we went to the dynamic mining. And you guys are going to see real soon just how well that has helped the ecosystem, how it's drove down the selling pressure. And now you're going to see a major turnaround. I went through and I did all the numbers today, which is why I didn't send out the miners and stuff from the phase 3 winners. You guys, I apologize, but I'll do it right after this call. But I had to get all of this done because this is important. I want to end the year on a really high note with you guys understanding what's taking place. So if anybody's having the Christmas blues, I'm going to bring you out of those because this should excite you very much. On October 14th to 12/19, okay, because we've got 2 days that are still rounds pending. They haven't completed yet. So a total of 67 days, we've done the dynamic mining, which is a variable amount of MoveQuest. So only 43,393 have been mined in that 67 days. So what do we have to compare it to? Look at here was 93 days. So, 30-ish days difference. But you see the difference? 279,000 versus 43,000. Now it's based on the number of submissions. So instead of being upside down when it comes to the liquidity, I'm going to show you guys something that's going to really knock the socks off of you, right? So we went 7,200, okay, a day. That's the max that can be distributed for the first 4 years of mining. So this means that the ecosystem has absorbed 4,700 MoveQuests every single day. Every single day for 337 days, the ecosystem absorbed this because it wasn't being mined. There wasn't enough growth. The community wasn't large enough. All it would have done is saturate the market with too many MoveQuest tokens. Okay, it would have flatlined. And so that's why, X amount of growth means X amount of daily mining. So that's where you get that mining difficulty. Proof of stake, proof of work, the mining difficulty is different. Proof of physical activity, it's based on how many people are submitting that proof of physical activity, determines how many of those MoveQuest tokens can be mined every day. When we went to the 3,000, it dropped down what the ecosystem was absorbing every day. But it was still 4,200 a day for 93 days. And then it was 5,200 a day for 10 days when we went to the 2,000. And on the variable, we're averaging about 3,307. And why is that? Because the hatchery right now is rewarding 2,485. The this here is the daily mining. The average is about 704. So when you add up, which actually I did something wrong here. Hold on here. I got to take this off. I had to correct this earlier. We're absorbing 4,011 a day. So you add the 4,011 that the ecosystem is absorbing. If you look at the 7,200 here, the 4,011 that the ecosystem absorbs, the 704 that's being mined through daily mining, and the 2,485 that is going out daily through the hatchery. So that's a total of the 7,200. Okay, so we're still right there, exactly as the tokenomics work. But the hatchery, those are people that are not, they're holding on to that MoveQuest, right? So they put it into the hatchery, they lock it there, and every single day you're getting an additional mining reward. You submit your proof of physical activity to get the daily reward that comes out of the mining contract, and then you get the extra from the golden hatchery. The reason it's increased in the hatchery is because you're holding on to it anywhere from 30 days to 210. Of course, if you're in the golden hatchery, you can take the amount of MoveQuest that you have in tier 4 and times it by 0.586, and that's right real close to what you're going to get at the end of 210 days. It's a lot of MoveQuest, but you're locking it up and you're holding it and you're allowing time for the community to grow and for the liquidity pool to get deeper. It's not deep right now. It's shallow as heck. Okay. It's going to change real fast though. All right. So over this 507 days, I got to look and see. This is what, let's see, it's 337 times. I got to make sure I'm doing, the ecosystem has absorbed 2,295,224 MoveQuest tokens in total. Okay, it's not all in the liquidity contract when you come over here and you look at this, but that's because the vault will transfer it over once every 6 months. So it only releases from this contract into this contract twice a year. So it isn't time. It'll be August, so to September, October, November, December, January, February, it'll release. And then in August, it'll put the rest in there that the ecosystem has absorbed. That's a lot of MoveQuest, and it can't be sold. It can't be used by me or anybody else. This is your future liquidity. Now I'm going to come over here and show you what this means. So you've got the MoveQuest. Oh, right here, total mined. The community, you guys have mined 1,184,893 MoveQuest tokens. That's what you guys have mined over the last 507 days. Now, taking where all of the MoveQuest is in these smart contracts, it's a total of 20,781,000, which I showed you already. Max supply minus the MoveQuest that's locked. It leaves a circulating supply of 218,213. Now, remember, before we started the dynamic mining, we were roughly at 310,000 that were in the wallets. Okay, that was pretty much where it was staying. It was averaging that. So since we have gone to the dynamic mining, we have absorbed, or we've taken out of circulation 91,787 MoveQuest tokens. You guys, that's amazing. That is like huge. That's a lot of MoveQuest. Okay, that had been sitting in wallets. So even when people were mining it, claiming it, and selling it, it was almost always staying at 310,000. But as soon as that dynamic mining kicked in, that was really shaking that tree, right? Because your people that were selling on a regular basis before a demand was there, they were still selling. Not really, I don't think it really kicked in that with the dynamic mining, less MoveQuest was going out a day. So there wasn't going to be this extra MoveQuest that could be oversold on the market. And so they kept selling and they've oversold it to now they really don't have that much MoveQuest, which is going to lead me to one more spreadsheet. I'm going to come back to this one here in a second, but I've got one more. Let's see if I can get it here. Let's see, calculation and numbers. This is the one that I like doing this one. I run it about once a month. Okay. So right now, the wallets that are holding 500 or more MoveQuest is only 53 wallets. That's it. That means that a lot of your holders that had a decent number of MoveQuest, they went into the Golden Hatchery. They didn't sell. I don't know who owns these wallets. I only know the wallets. I always keep these spreadsheets so I can compare. I combine them, compare, and you can see where they move them. So your major holders, they weren't selling. They were moving into that Golden Hatchery. What really shocks me here is this. If you've got 5,000 MoveQuest tokens, I don't know who this wallet is, they're leaving 3,000 MoveQuest on the table. They're not, and this wallet's had this for a long time. First thing I'd be doing is throwing that into the Golden Hatchery. It doesn't cost you nothing. And if they held on to it until MoveQuest hits $100, which won't take long, they've left $301,000. I mean, it's like throwing it out the window because it's just sitting in a wallet when all they have to do is put it in the Golden Hatchery and submit every day. And so to me, it's just kind of silly. That's 3,000 MoveQuest tokens that they could be holding 8,100 MoveQuest tokens, in 200 days because they're not selling. They haven't sold. These wallets here that are holding the 2,000 or so, same thing. That's a lot of money to leave on the table. Imagine if you waited until it was at, let's say, $500, which it will. That's $1.5 million that guy isn't going to get, or girl, whoever it is. That's almost $1 million on the ones that are holding on to that 200, but I'll keep it at 100 because that's an easy value to get to. But there's only 52 wallets actually that are holding 500 or more. Then you've got 176 wallets that are holding 200 to 500, 499. Same thing as a lot of MoveQuest that is being left on the table by not being in the hatchery. 31,000 MoveQuest tokens. That shouldn't say a dollar. That shouldn't be a dollar value. It should be a number. I run out of time sometimes to go through and do this stuff. Almost 32,000 MoveQuest tokens are leaving on the table by not being in the hatchery. There's 287 wallets that hold 100 to 200 MoveQuest tokens. There are 423 wallets that are holding 50 to 100 MoveQuest tokens. There's 698 wallets that are holding 20 to 50, 49 MoveQuest tokens. You have 736 wallets that are holding 10 to 19.99 MoveQuest tokens. You have 933 wallets that are holding between 5 and 9.99 MoveQuest tokens. You have, these are your sellers, most of them, 2,557 wallets that are holding between 1 MoveQuest token and 4.99 MoveQuest tokens. And these ones here, look at all those wallets. All these wallets are just going to be so sad one day. But look at this when you get down here. 4,674 wallets that are holding almost none and less than 1. But it adds up to 1,228 MoveQuest. Some of that will just be fluffed off as dust, right? It won't even get sold. So that's kind of a lot of that's just a wash. But for those that do have almost 1, that's leaving almost 720 MoveQuest tokens on the table. That's quite a bit. So I wanted to show you guys, there's not that many wallets here that are going to come in and, kill the market value of the token or even the shallow liquidity pool that is there at the moment. Okay. So getting back over here to the spreadsheet, I am going to show you what is happening right now, okay, on the daily submissions and why this is important. As of 12/19, and I got to run the rest of the report. I just was able to get access to this report, so kind of excited about that. There was 955 phantom miners that submitted on the 19th. 312 navigators, 10,549 trailblazers, 868 explorers, 13,477 vanguards, 16,960 titans, for a total of 43,121 miners that submitted 2 days ago. You guys, that's a lot of miners. Think about this. 43 equals this times 6 blockchains, but we're doing it on 5 right now for sure. That's 215,605 miners that we're going to be giving away in 90 days or so. That's huge. You guys are, that's a big deal. Okay, blah, 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 enough of that. This is a submission fee, and this is what's been paid daily. Okay, for a total, you guys got to listen to this, $10,775. Now, before we started the dynamic mining, the submissions were always less than what was actually being distributed. So if you take 689.5 MoveQuest tokens were mined on the 19th at a market value of $9.06, which is the one that, it is what it is today. You multiply that together to make that flush, you needed $6,246. But because the number of miners is increasing, you have an overflow of $4,528, okay, for liquidity. What happens with that? Well, it'll either buy MoveQuest or it'll inject more liquidity. So, which is going to bring me to my next spreadsheet. So let's look at this. Let's say there's absolutely zero growth, okay, between now and April 1st. Not one new person joins our community. Okay, what does that mean? No new money. Everybody would say, oh, well, you can't survive. You'll never make it. Well, that's why you have an ecosystem. That's why you need utility. That's why you have to have a use for the MoveQuest, right? Or any project. They have to have an ecosystem. They've got to have utility. If you don't, it's gonna fail, because you're going to be constantly dragging in new people, right? Because you have to have it. It's the only way you can survive. But that's not MoveQuest. Okay, we did it the right way. You've got a value absorbing ecosystem. You've got a self-funded ecosystem. You've got a use case, utility. Not only that, we've got our blockchain that's going to be live here very soon. We've got our own wallet system now that's going to be live very soon. We've got everything you need to be a success story. When MoveQuest has its own blockchain, that's major utility, you guys. That's massive utility for a project. Those of you who are holding your MoveQuest, I tell you, you will never, ever regret it. But let me share this with you. So we already went over the numbers, right? And let's say not a single person comes into this project between now and April 1st. Not one. Let's go down here and look at all of the submissions. Okay. And we're going to come over, see? Let me go over here, Okay, I got to make sure everything's at 0. Okay, it is. So let's come down here, and you see what happens is you've got $1,120,662 for liquidity. But the market value of the token, okay, this means nobody's buying MoveQuest, nothing is happening. All right, like we're just really sleeping. We're not even crawling, okay? And the market value only gets to $10.04. Well, it only needs 721,000, but it's got 1.1 million, which means it has an overflow of $399,000. Okay, so what does it need? it needs 117,540 MoveQuest to be paired to this for the liquidity pool, okay? Well, we already know that the ecosystem has the MoveQuest, right? It's got over 2 million MoveQuests. So the project already has the match to this. It doesn't have to go buy the MoveQuest. It's been doing this for the last almost year and a half. It's got a bank full of MoveQuest. So when you come over here, I don't know what's going on with my spreadsheet, guys. I did something really crazy. Oh, here, another page of the margins are all off whack. You'll see here in a minute. Now, if you look here for the number of MoveQuest tokens that are circulating, which I don't even know if I showed you guys that. Let me come back over here. I have it somewhere. Yeah, right here. 218,213 MoveQuest tokens are circulating. For the pool to be fluid, this is what it would need at the market value it is today. Now, over the next 90 days, with no growth, remember, just the community, engaged with the ecosystem, and this is just submissions, you are looking at a liquidity pool that will have $2.2 million. Okay, why? Well, because it's got an overflow right out of the gate of 263,000 because it only needs 1.9 million for everybody who's holding these tokens to have the market value right at about the $10-ish mark, right? So you're fluid, but with overflow, because the overflow one is we didn't need 2.2 million to be fluid. We only needed 1.9 million. But then we have an extra $399,000 from the submissions. So now we're sitting with a total overflow of $662,000 that is able to be paired to USDT, which actually gives us, if you multiply it this times 2, because you match it with the USDT, 1.3 million extra to go into the liquidity pool, where now you're sitting at $3.5 million. Now, if you come over to the fluid calculator with all the MoveQuests, the whole 1,025,000 for everybody to cash out right at or about the $9.06 before it would start to, decrease, because it'll start to go down, right? But not a huge amount, because for everybody to be able to sell their MoveQuest at this market value, 1 million and some tokens, it would need 7.3 million. Okay, well, from now until April, just with the current submissions and no growth, we're already sitting at 3.5 million. Okay, but the Golden Hatchery has got 210 days, and we're only talking 90 here. So we still have plenty of time for that growth. Now, if you kick in growth, and let's just say we grow at 0.001. Okay, now you're looking at, instead of the 43, you're looking at 47,000 miners that are mining, okay? And now you're looking at an overflow of 841,000, 1.6 million added to this. So now you're at you're almost at $4 million, okay? And this isn't a whole lot. If you're at zero, let's say it's 47,000 miners. So it's like 4,000 miners. Now, if you take that 4,000 miners, and let's say people are just mining with, and they're all mining with 18. 4,000 miners, divide that by 18, that's only 222 people between now and April. But you've doubled your liquidity pool. So let's say we're going to do 0.01. It's just going to get crazy, right? We go, let's see, we had 40, we triple our miners. So if we're sitting at 120,000, let's divide that by 43,000. Well, almost triple, 2.7. Okay. You come down here, you've got an overflow. Now, this is the market value at $9.06. Okay. As people are coming in, they're going to increase the market value of the token because they're going to need MoveQuest to unlock back flats. They're going to need MoveQuest for the Vanguards. But what you're doing is you're increasing that liquidity pool at the same time. You're increasing your submissions every day. So even though the market value is going up, you're adding people to the community that are submitting, that are contributing to the depth of the liquidity pool. So we've tripled our community. We have a liquidity pool of almost $4 million. We have an overflow of 3.1 million. And now you've got your fluid liquidity pool that's already at the 7,000. You've tripled your community, not tripled the community, you just tripled the amount of miners that you're using. You're talking, what did we say up here? 100, oh, here it is. 120,000 miners, 120,000, divide that by 18. Well, first of all, I want to do this. So it's 120,000. Let's minus the 43,000 that we have right now, 77,000, divide that by 18 miners. That's 4,200 people that join our community and mine with 18 miners. That drives up the liquidity pool to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost $8 million. 4,200 people. Now, in the meantime, yeah, the market value is going up and you'll have people that sell, but we don't care because we've got an overflow. It doesn't matter. But we do know that our bottom market price would be at the $9.62 or the, let's see, what would the high be? So we could be around the $10.04 to the $9.64 low. Okay. Not $1, not 10 cents, not 5 cents. Like you see these big projects that, have millions or hundreds of thousands of users that can't get past the nickel part. We've got a floor price of about $9.62 to $10.04. But the market value of the actual token could be into the, $100, $110 by now with 4,200 people coming in. Why? Because they have to have MoveQuest to go into the incubator if they want Vanguards. And getting to the miner funding, this is what I'm going to show you guys right now, what we're going to be working on and releasing. We know, okay, I know, it can get expensive to get started with MoveQuest. So people will be able to mine with Phantom Trailblazers, right? And we're going to give them the option to mine with 18. They have their regular submission fee, but they're going to be able to pay as they go. So it will increase their submission fee, which is great, right? Because they're pre-padding the liquidity pool before they actually get those miners that have the intensity bonuses, they have the element bonuses, they have the attribute bonuses. Your Trailblazer Phantoms, the Phantom Trailblazers, they don't have any of that extra mining power. Just have a flat 100% mining power. When you get an actual Trailblazer, you get the attribute bonuses, you get the elemental bonuses, you get the intensity bonuses, all of that fun stuff. So let's say, for example, they want to mine with 18 Trailblazers, but they want to have 9 actual Trailblazers. See how the margin is messed up here? I got to figure out what I did wrong. And their dock flat. So what they'll do is they'll say, okay, how many days they want to submit for. There'll be a minimum and there'll be a maximum, and they can choose in between. So if somebody says, okay, I'm going to do it for 90 days. I want to buy 9 miners and 9 dock slots. And I'm going to mine with 18 Phantom Trailblazers. What would it cost them? Well, they're looking at, oh, this didn't change. Hang on here. Little mistakes. 18. Okay. $1.80 a day to submit with their Phantoms. If they want to buy 9 Trailblazers that aren't Phantom, they're the actual Trailblazer. Oh, that's where I screwed up. Actual Trailblazer mining with 9. Anyway, I'll fix it. But you guys getting the idea. It's $3,600. So what they're basically saying is, okay, every time I submit, I'm going to submit an extra $40. And in 90 days, I'm going to take my chips, because it's going to be a little chip that Wally can explain that later. You piece it all together and it becomes a chip that you go and trade in, or you claim, mint that Trailblazer miner and unlock their mining dock slot. And so they're going to be able to do this in increments. So say they want to do 180 days, okay? And maybe they only want one. Oh, that is what I messed up. One. They're going to do 9. There we go. It would cost them an extra $1.11. So they would be mining with, I screwed my own self up there on that one. Okay. 90 cents a day to mine with their phantoms, and $1.11 every day for the next 180 days to get one Trailblazer and one dock slot. We don't care if it takes them 180 days, but they can do it on a daily basis. Now we've completely broken down that barrier of being able to get started. 90, they want to do it in 90 days, it would be $2.22. But let's say they want to do it in 10 days. Well, they pay $20 a day, and every 10 days they would be able to mint a Trailblazer. That is an actual NFT. They can lease it out, they can do whatever they want with it. They can go and evolve it up to the Vanguard, evolve it up to the Titan, but they'll be able to get started with their Trailblazer by using a Phantom miner and pay as you go. We haven't decided, and right now we're not going to do it with Vanguards or Titans. Not to say that we can't do it in the future, but you got to think about it. The Phantom will be a way for people to buy the Trailblazer, and they can set their own fee. If they want to do it the same day, they just would put in there one day, right? And they would make their payment. It'd be done, and they would go unlock their dock slot and mint their miner. The incubator is how you get to Vanguards, and the evolution is how you merge the Vanguards into your Titan. Now, what will happen when this feature goes live, and it'll probably be in the next week or two, people will be able to claim a navigator in the mining dock when they unlock a dock slot. So if they opt not to use the Phantoms, or not the Phantoms, but if they opt not to come through and get their Trailblazer using the Phantom feature, they can unlock their mining dock slot and they'll be able to get a navigator, which is 50% mining power. Okay, so now they can get the navigator through the mining dock, they can get the Trailblazer through the Phantom, they can get the Vanguard through the incubator, and they can merge and evolve their Vanguard to a Titan through the evolution. And I will find a way for the Explorer here. Watch, poor Waleed's probably shaking his head. Might even be hitting it up against the wall. But there'll probably become something coming for that as well. So what I guess I really wanted to show you guys tonight, because I think it's really important, is understanding the oops, you guys want to see my bills? All my credit card expenses. Let's see here. What I really wanted to share with you guys tonight was how all of this ecosystem is working. Now what I'm going to show you on our next call, and I already did show you how just a little bit of growth, no growth, how it sustains itself. That's the biggest thing. Do you guys see how just from the submissions alone, I got to come back over here, and I don't really need to share anymore. Do you guys see how it sustains itself and doesn't need new money? That is the biggest thing to get across to everybody. It's the engagement within the ecosystem. It sustains itself. 100% sustains itself. So I showed you that. Then I did show you how a little bit of growth deepens the liquidity pool, and how a decent amount of growth deepens the liquidity pool. So yeah, the growth is great. There's nothing wrong with building the community. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. The biggest thing that's important for you to understand is that it's not a requirement, because it's a self-sustaining ecosystem. Then you have all the other features and use for the MoveQuest that brings it in and removes it from circulation, driving up the market value. So when you're looking at the liquidity pool right now, I'm going to share my screen one more time. because I want to come over here to this. There's still a decent amount of selling going on. When I showed you the screenshot or the spreadsheet here, let me come back over to it because this is important too to show you. When you look at the amount of MoveQuest that's been mined, right? And this is what the community is holding. That's not a lot. It's only, what, 160,000 that's been sold. No, a whole lot more has been sold than that. But every time somebody sells, somebody buys. Every time somebody buys, somebody sells. Buy, sell. That's what the market is. The reason you want to make sure you have a demand for the token is so that you don't have the overselling. And that's what we were getting when we had too many tokens that were being mined and not the size of the community that we needed, right, for that demand. The demand wasn't meeting the supply. There was too much supply, not enough demand. So when we went to the dynamic mining, we corrected that because now you're mining based on the number of submissions that are coming in. That creates that demand. So when you come back over here and you look at, this has changed drastically. It used to be really a lot lower buys than what there were sells. I mean, even though there's 184 sellers, only 46 buyers, you see the difference in the market, right? 20,000 was bought, 19,000 sold. But it took a whole lot more people to reach the 19,000 in sales than it did to reach the 20,000 in buys, only 46 people. Once we deploy that blockchain and once we are listed everywhere, we'll be listed all over the place. Not only that, the exposure and the marketing that we're going to do. You guys, our blockchain's a big deal. Our wallet system is a big deal. And they use MoveQuest. Every time you do something on our blockchain, every time you submit with MoveQuest. Like right now, you're submitting with AVAX. You guys that are holding your MoveQuest right now, that MoveQuest is going to be a huge demand on that blockchain. We're not starting with an empty blockchain. We're not starting, with nothing. We've already got projects that are going to build on our blockchain. We've already got a community that's going to use our blockchain. That demand is going to be there, and this project is going to really take off. You don't want something to go too fast. Does it bother me that it took us 4 years to get where we're at? No, because we did it the right way. We made sure that it was going to benefit the community, that you guys weren't getting into another shit show, that you guys were going to have something that was legacy money, that was here for the long term, well beyond my life, probably all of yours as well. But you're going to leave it to your kids and they're going to leave it to their kids. That's what you want. And that's why we took the time to build it. So is it, disappointing to me that we've got a small community? No. I love the fact that we've got a small community because I love to be able to go out and tell people, look, we're sustainable because we have a small community. Imagine what it's going to be like when we have a huge community. When people start to really get this and understand what's taking place and happening, you guys better hold on tight because it's going to happen overnight. And it's going to happen when you least expect it. You're going to wake up one day and go, holy shit, I'm rich as fuck. Excuse me. I'm rich as shit. That's what you're going to do. Oh my God, that was terrible. I never used that word. Seriously, that's what you're going to say. You're going to be like, whoa. And it's going to be so much fun for you. You're going to absolutely love it. So, everybody, Merry Christmas. I am going to get all the winners, miners out, boosts out tonight. Oh, this is what I was going to tell you guys. All right. So, you guys, remember how I always tell you for every action, there's a reaction? Poor Waleed. I did the action. I got his reaction. But as a result, I told him, so let's give you an extra 10 days on the blockchain because this might take him 10 days to deploy. And you guys know and so is he, really protective of our code. We don't let anybody touch it. So let him get this Trailblazer feature in place, right? And we're going to give him the extra 10 days. Now, this all came together today. So what'd you guys get yesterday? Today at 11 o'clock, the evolution's going to change. The mining deck's going to change. But guess what? This gives you guys 10 extra days of your submissions. So for people that found out today and were like, oh my goodness, today's day 9, right? Day 1 of 90. Nope, because we're going to launch the blockchain on April 1st, not March 23rd. Okay, because I got to give them time to get these Trailblazers in, that done. April 1st, which I kind of like that better anyway. March 23rd was kind of like smack dab in the, end of the third quarter, or first quarter. Was that first quarter, January, February, March, April 1st. Okay. April 1st would be the first of the quarter. But anyway, you guys know what I'm saying. We're April 1st. We're going to make that the big, oh God, that's April Fool's Day. Maybe April 2nd. We'll see. Maybe April Fool's Day. Who knows? But anyway, right now, April 1st, that gives you guys 10 extra days. So it's 90 out of 110 days, which hopefully that's exciting to you guys. And that's going to give Waleed time to get in this Trailblazer feature and to be able to change over the mining dock to getting the navigator. So those of you who want to unlock your dock slots and get your pre-Trailblazer, you got about 10 days to do it. We're not going to change the evolution for 10 days. We're not going to change dock slot 11 through 18 for 10 days. Okay, then we are going to change it. And we moved from the blockchain deploying on March 23rd to April 1st, which is, I like that better. It's a clean date, first of the month. Well, I'll always remember it, April 1st, April 1st. So, some people may get disappointed by that. Hopefully not. Hopefully you guys find that as that's kind of a perk, I think. Gives you the extra 10 days. Waleed needs the extra 10 days. I don't want him feeling under, like here it is anyway, stress with, getting everything done we need done by then. But it gives the community that extra 10 days too, which is great because the holidays are the worst time to really start changing things up or ending. So there you go. It would be what, January 3rd or January 4th that would be official. We'll change it, but we'll give you the date 100%. Okay, that's all I got, you guys. Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are excited as heck. I'm excited. We're gonna have a great 2026, you guys. There's nothing but good stuff coming.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just in case he wanted to comment, Waleed is on
Yeah.
Waleed is on the mic. Waleed, do you have anything you want to share before we close it out for the rest of the week, sir? I caught him off guard too, so just in case.
Oh, there he is.
Right.
I think he's unmuted.
Yeah.
Waleed.
He's speechless.
Yeah, he wasn't earlier.
Understand. So feel free to chime in anytime, Waleed, as we go through or whatever. But no, that was some amazing information you shared with us this evening, Lynette. I know just looking at some of the comments and messages that's coming in, or whatever, other members of the community are excited about it as well. And
Good.
we have a bright future in front of us. Was that Waleed saying something?
He was having issues with his mic earlier. It was breaking
Oh,
up,
okay.
but
Oh,
he's
okay.
not muted, so I think he
Yeah.
must be trying to say something. I don't even show his mic. I don't even think your mic is connected, Waleed.
Yeah, it is. And it's on.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it is. But no problem. No problem. We have, and we're gonna I'm gonna cap it right here on the questions. So y'all don't send any more in. In case Lynette, you want to answer, it's only we got a couple of them available right now. If you want to knock those out, we can go ahead and call it a day.
All right. I said the coin on the chains will be for gas fees will be submitting with MoveQuest. Yes, you will be submitting with MoveQuest on the MoveQuest blockchain. Were we supposed to already have gotten the Trailblazer? Yes, you were. I'm going to send them right out after. Nope, I haven't sent them, but I'm going to tonight.
Real quick, Lynette, because I think I understand the question that the first person was asking. We understand that we have to submit with MoveQuest on the MoveQuest blockchain, and the
that's it.
gas fees are native to whatever chain you're on. I think what they're asking is
okay.
the submission fee, will it still be the native coin of the chain that we're on, or will that be MoveQuest? Okay.
Nope. It will always. So if you're on Avalanche, your submission fee and gas fee will be AVAX. If you're on the MoveQuest blockchain, your gas fee will be MoveQuest and your submission fee will be MoveQuest.
Perfect. Got that one. All
So
right.
I did understand her question. I just didn't answer it probably as thoroughly as what you did.
Gotcha.
Let's see. What about the 50% MoveQuest? Well, you're not owed that. That was just me being nice and saying that for those 4 months it was a reserve and that is still there, but it will not be released until there's a demand for that token. It can't be. The liquidity has got to be there to be able to support that because that was never supposed to go out that way. But for the first 4 months, because there were some other things that we didn't do, the first 300 wallets that got set up, there was going to be, because we still had that commission structure that we no longer have. So just to make it fair, we have the reserve, the matching MoveQuest, but that cannot be released until the liquidity is there to support those tokens, and then, and only then, will it be released. So that's kind of like a gift, a perk, for being one of the very first in on the Avalanche chain, just so you understand that. And Merry Christmas to you as well, Charles, and to everybody on the call. Uh, at some point here soon, I mean, I don't know how soon, but hopefully maybe by the time we get everything launched, because we're relaunching the Binance Smart Chain, getting all that done. Maybe somewhere in the middle of all that, we'll be able to let you know what those reserve tokens are. But you can always go to SnowScan or SnowTrace, and you'll be able to see all your claims, and you can download that onto a spreadsheet. And you can add them up and get a pretty good idea of what it would be from August 1st to January 1st. That MoveQuest was going to be used on all chains. Nope, it won't be used on all chains. It can't be used on all chains for gas fees. And it can't be used on the submission fee because that is the liquidity. That submission fee, when you submit it using AVAX, gets converted to USDT to be paired to MoveQuest to be added into the liquidity pool. And so that is one of the areas that we don't use the MoveQuest. However, on our own blockchain, it will be MoveQuest. MoveQuest for the gas fee, MoveQuest for the submission fee. Are we going to have a big push before the launch? Marketing. We will be doing a marketing campaigns once, a little bit prior to the blockchain, but we're going to get a lot of exposure with a lot of the listings that will be on. There'll be all kinds of exposure for us as well as some marketing. The last year's Christmas boost, it was on your dashboard and was claimable, and most everybody claimed them that I am aware of. Anyway, I don't know what RAF means, but hopefully it's good. And where can we download all of our claims each day? So what you want to do is, let me see if I can share my screen really quick. Let me go get a wallet address first so that I can show you. Let me see here. It's not this spreadsheet. Is it this spreadsheet? Oh, it's not this one. Got to manage these spreadsheets. Whew. It's not that one. Get rid of that one altogether. MoveQuest holders. All right. Now let's hope that these are submitting. I mean, they got a lot of MoveQuest, right? Come in here. I'll get one of these. Now, I don't know if they're submitting or they're not, but I'm gonna share my screen. All right, so you take your wallet address, okay? Go to snowscan.xyz, paste in your wallet to do a search. Come down to your transactions, and I believe you'll see, let's see, they're staking their NFTs. Let's see, claim. I'm just trying to see if there's any submissions going on here. Add slot to doc. Let me go backwards here. See if it'll be under internal. No, token transfer. No, but I don't see any submissions. But anyway, I don't have to see them here. Just come down here where it says CSV export. Click it. And it's going to do transactions in the date. Put your date however far back you want to go. So if you want to do all the way to August 1st of 2024, you'd hit August 1st, 2024 to date, and then you would download. And when you hit download, just title it, save it, open it, and then you can come over here and you can find it based on. So if you want, like on my spreadsheet, what I would do is I would come over here. Let me get rid of that crazy thing. It always shows up. I would come over here because this is telling you what the action was here. And I would organize it, sort of ascending, whatever, and then come down and find. So here you can see your, app stake to the NFT, your approvals. Oh, claim your, the cards you've claimed from your hatcheries. It shows you every single thing that you've done. Anytime you've transferred funds. So this wallet here is not submitting. So I don't see any submissions whatsoever on this wallet. But that's where you'd find it. Your proof of physical activity. And I think it says submit. I'm not sure I'm pretty sure it says submit. So you would look for the submit. And that's what you would do. Is that easy? I mean, does that explain it kind of or no? Hopefully that made sense to people.
Mm. No.
Oh, he's got voice.
Yeah. Yeah. My mic didn't want to work. So yeah, you've explained it right. Just one precision. When you check for your submissions, check it in your internal wallet instead of your external wallet history. So take your internal
Okay.
wallet. Yeah. So
Yep.
that's where the submissions are coming from.
So copy the internal wallet that you have inside your app and then go through the whole process that I gave you, and you'll find your submission and claims right there.
Right. Yep. So
Anything you want to add?
well, I'm trying to get myself together first because yeah. So let's talk about the shapes and the parts and the new phantoms that will run, that will allow you to pay as you go if you want to get to miners. Of course, that will be optional. You will be able to use up to 18 phantoms. You will be able to collect parts of miners and assemble them as you go. So you will be able to assemble, I mean, miner by miner if you want to, I mean, down the road. So, yeah, so I don't know how to explain it better.
I texted Waleed today and I said, hey, I want to pass something by you. And then I come back about 5 minutes later. I said, well, hold on, because I'm still running the spreadsheet numbers and all that on it. He's like, okay. I said, you want to Zoom? And then I went on from there. Oh, sorry, Waleed.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, you've explained it all the thing. I mean, all the concept to me. Now I need to explain it to my computer, or that my computer needs to explain it to the blockchain, and hopefully we won't lose anything between all the explanations.
You
So
won't lose
yeah,
any, and you'll still keep all your scruples in the meantime.
yeah. But just to recap, that will be an entry for people that want to mine and not, I mean, not just purchase everything from the get-go and build like a game and build a little bit their crypto assets, especially the miners, the NFTs. The same system will run as phantoms, meaning it will be limited in time. It will not be real miners, but they will collect parts of real miners that you will be able to assemble. And depending on the miner, you would need, for example, 10 parts or 20 parts for the miner that you want to assemble, and you would get them down the road. So let's say you submit one day with the Trailblazer, you would collect one part. If you submit one day with 10 Trailblazers, you would collect 10 parts. And as you go, once you reach a certain number of parts, you just assemble them and it would mint the miner for you, and you get the real Trailblazer then. So that's the concept, basically.
Good question, Waleed. Um, from Chris on the through the chats. He has the AVAX core wallet. I've downloaded it, but I've never tried to use it. Can that be used to connect? Have you tried to use the core wallet that Avalanche provides?
Okay, so the Avalanche Core wallet works if you link it to MetaMask. So you
So
would
you'd
link
have
it
to
like,
export it.
well, Avalanche Core wallet, I don't, give me a second. I don't know if
I haven't
recently they updated the, yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't tried to explore with it myself. So I know like if you'd have to be able to connect if you were using the desktop, the Web3. And I don't know. They do have the core wallet on the phone because I downloaded it on my phone too. I'm gonna try it and see later tonight. Um, so if you can link it, because you don't have to connect it to the app, you just have to link it for read only. Um, then I don't see why it wouldn't work. But
It will work. I'm just checking one thing about the core wallet, and yeah, the core wallet works. Just to keep it clear, it works. You will need to use the Explorer inside the core wallet. So I don't think they have an extension for
oh,
Chrome
he
or
can.
for browsers.
Nope, he
Mhm.
said I can access MoveQuest on Core, so that's great. That's good to know. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, that's
Good
all you
she
need.
is. Yep.
Yeah. The app actually, let me explain one real quick thing. The app actually accepts any wallet whatsoever, coming from Coinbase, coming from MetaMask, coming from the core wallet of Avalanche, coming from everywhere. The issue is that some of these wallet won't let you add custom tokens unless it's recognized by the app. And that's the whole thing. You need your wallet to recognize MoveQuest in order to be able to manipulate it later on. So what I advise to everyone is that purchase 0.1 MoveQuest, send it to your wallet, try to recognize it. If it does, it would work with MoveQuest just perfectly. Yeah.
Very
Perfect.
good.
Perfect. All right. All right. Anything else from you this evening, Miss Lynette?
Yeah, just one question that comes through. I'm not 100% what they're referring to, but even when we introduce the, like kind of the pay as you go on the Trailblazer, if you have an activation code, if you refer somebody to MoveQuest, they would still put in your wallet address as the activation code. And then you would still, like when they unlock 18 doc slots, you would still get the Vanguard miner. If you are an influencer or somebody who's we have the coordinator manager uh, program, um, they would still use the activation code and you'd still get your commission on the mining doc slots 11 through 18, or I'm sorry, 2 through 10. So all of that stuff is still in play. They use the wallet address as your activation code. And Wally, did you set it up so they can create a user code themselves so they don't have to have a wallet address? Did that get implemented again?
Yeah, absolutely. They have that in
Okay.
the settings, uh,
Okay, so you can
in
create
the
your own.
Web3. Yeah,
Yeah, so
you
you
can
can
create
create
your
the
own.
user code.
You have also a QR code that you can send. You have a unique link that you can use. So
Yep, I
instead
know what I've
of
seen.
typing it manually, you just use the link and yeah.
Yep. Is that all the questions? Did I get them all? Can you submit to Bullish Moon in order to get the BMed hatchery reward? You do. You have to submit to Bullish Moon to get that reward. Oh, one thing I did want to say too, for those of you who are still here on the call. So as we get closer to April 1st and the consistency with the submissions is there, we can start moving into that dynamic mining fee as well, where that would go up and down based on the number of submissions, the market value of the token. So eventually so as the community grows in size, the submission fees would actually decrease because the more people submitting, you don't need to the high fee wouldn't be there. Just like with blockchains, when Bitcoin got started, oh my God, it was crazy amounts of money to sell your Bitcoin, but now it doesn't cost hardly anything to do that because there's more people holding Bitcoin, there's more people buying, more selling, the market's there, the liquidity is deeper. It'll be the same thing with MoveQuest. So as the community is growing in size and that consistent submissions is there and that liquidity pool deepens, you'll see the submission fees start to drop down. I mean, wouldn't it be awesome? You think about it, 50,000 people are using, MoveQuest and submitting every day. You're not spending 40 cents per Titan to submit or 10 cents per Trailblazer. Maybe only spending a penny per Trailblazer. Maybe it's only 3 pennies for a Titan. You never know what it would do under the dynamic mining because a lot of it plays into like market value, liquidity depth, how close we are to being fluid. We like to stay between 20 and 30% away from being fluid, if not completely fluid in the pool. So there's a lot of, things that play into it in the algorithm. But the bottom line is, those mining fees would go in. So we'd have the dynamic mining fee structure that would be implemented. So that's coming too, you guys, where as we grow, the fees decrease. More people submitting, the less you have to charge for that submission fee because the liquidity pool will get deeper and deeper and deeper, and the more depth in the liquidity pool, the more demand for the token. It doesn't require that higher fee, so those will start to drop as well. And Waleed and I have already talked about this, so this isn't something new that he's banging his head on the wall over. Right, Waleed?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. It was funny today about
It
the new
was.
phantom. So
Yeah, that was
funny.
funny. Yeah, I
Yeah,
couldn't even read your message out loud, Michael. I had to skip a few words.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
You guys, we do have fun building this project. Waleed's a trooper. He puts up with me. Anybody who can put up with me is a real trooper. He never knows what each day is going to bring. I
Yeah,
bet you
that's
love it when I
true.
sleep. Waleed's probably like, oh,
Uh,
she's not online. Yay, she's sleeping. Nothing new happening. Her brain quit working for a while. See, the
mm,
problem is when I have too much time to think. That's when I start processing things more, or when I
yeah, I
start playing
mean,
in my spreadsheet.
I did the work on myself, and the grand scheme of things with the blockchain going, with the wallet and all this stuff. I mean, as complicated as they are, these new phantoms are, after all, ah, not a big deal.
Yeah, that's pretty easy, huh? All right, everybody. I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas. We're going to leave you alone tomorrow. None of the promos ended today. You have another 10 days for that because I wanted to give Waleed an extra 10 days before his deadline. You got to like that,
Mm,
Waleed.
yeah, there is a question in the chat that's saying, can we expect to be able to use different activity data from different health app? So I don't exactly understand what that means, but the 5 categories will stay the same right now.
Mhm.
And the reason why we are using these 5 categories, it's because they are common for Android and iOS. We can make different categories for iOS, different categories for Android, but the submissions won't be equal for everybody. So we choose these 5 categories because they are common between the two platforms.
Yep, and they are the most important in regards to your health. Your
Okay, they are
steps,
saying
your workout.
mhm. They are saying
Sorry, go
steps
ahead.
up. Yeah, they are saying steps up, Fitbit, etc. Yeah, you can use any app to track your activity. Uh,
Hmm.
if that app connects to Apple Health or connects to Health Connect. So the two hubs from Android and iOS. So yeah, the answer is yes. You can use any tracking app actually to to read your activity.
So the revolving activation. So if they just find, I know I understand what he means. If they just happen across our app, like in one of the app stores, right now they would just hit skip because you don't have to have the activation code. And I don't know how much of that we actually get. I guess I'd have to go into, the my Apple and Android account and look at the stats and stuff, which I haven't done in a while. Do you know if we get very many of those, Waleed, or most people coming directly from being, the app being actually shared with them? Do we get a lot of
Yeah,
generic traffic?
we have some generic traffic. I wouldn't say a lot because they end up by using the activation code. And one important information is that you can use the activation code even after 100 days of mining for a user, meaning that if someone you've invited didn't use your code initially, he still be able to activate his account with your code later on. So uh, we have some that are coming without activation. They get activated just afterward, just after a few days. Either they remember that, or either they are pushed by the person that invited them.
That's good. Okay. All right. When will the first 300 start receiving? Well, that's the part I told you guys that we didn't do. And that's why we did the reserve tokens to kind of, because we don't have a commission structure um, for just every user. It's more your influencers, projects, or if somebody's got, large teams of people. It just didn't, it's not really, didn't find it to be real beneficial. And so we completely went away from that. What we do have is the coordinator um, feature where there is a direct commission paid through a smart contract to a coordinator who then can create teams and can you know spend a percentage of a commission. He can set up, let's say I'm a coordinator and you are somebody who's got, a good network of people, or you're an influencer, um, maybe you've been a builder in past things, you have connections, right? And you want to help us build a community. You would be connected with a coordinator who would say, okay, what is your ability? What is it that you can do? And then between the two of you would decide what your commission would be. And it wouldn't just be on direct sales, it would be on all sales beneath your wallet. So maybe you have 7 or 8 people on your sales team, and those 7 or 8 people, have the ability to bring in several hundred people. Those several hundred people may not get a commission, but the manager would, the coordinator would. So it's more about people that can drive in large amounts of traffic. And then what we do is we reward through your activation code. If you refer somebody to the app versus a commission, because it pulls away from the liquidity pool and the market value of the token, you get rewarded um, products. So if somebody unlocks 18 doc slots, you get a free Vanguard. That's $175 um, miner that you receive when somebody you share the app with makes those purchases. Um, so that's how we do, we reward with miners. If you are helping to build the community, you maybe share it with 1 or 2 or 3 people or whatever. But if you're somebody that can build on a large scale, then you would contact us. You can email us. I don't know. I even think, do we have a way for them to contact us on the Web3 yet if they're interested in being a manager? If you're interested in being a manager, we connect you with a coordinator. You work with that coordinator. They help, make sure that you understand how the project works. You guys negotiate what your commission is going to be. As a manager, you're able to set up a sales team and you're able to give them a commission as well. But the project itself, it's smart contract managed. It only pays a percentage to the coordinator, who then takes that percentage and shares it with their managers, who then share a percentage with whoever their sales team is. That's how that's organized. So hopefully that makes sense.
All right. So you good, Miss Lynette?
I am good.
Right. That will work. Well, we'll go ahead and once again wish everybody a safe holiday, and we'll be back next week. We'll make sure we get the times and days out to everyone next week when we're going to be, because I know Lynette's going to be doing more shorter calls, just so everybody can absorb the information as the days and weeks go by. So with that being said, we're going to leave everyone to it. Go enjoy your families, everyone. Enjoy your time off and be safe. We're going to close it out now with another run of our MoveQuest Christmas 12 days to Christmas. We got one day left, y'all. Let's go.
On the first day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me a way to be financially free. On the second day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me a move to earn app and a way to be financially free. On the third day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 3 hatcheries to stake in, a move to earn that, and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the fourth day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 4 tiers of steps to earn on, 3 hatcheries to stake in. Oh, a move to earn that, and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the 5th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 4 tiers of steps to earn on, 3 hatcheries to stay. Move to earn it, a move to earn that, and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the 6th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQ, 4 tiers of steps to earn, 3 hatcheries to stay. Oh, move to earn that, and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the 7th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 7 days of work, 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQT, 4 tiers of steps to earn on, 3 hatcheries to stake in, a move to earn now, and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the 8th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 8 minus 7 days of work, 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQT, 4 tiers of steps to earn on, 3 hatcheries to stay, and a move to earn that, and a way to be financially free. Oh, on the 9th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 9 docks unlocking, 8 miners mining, 7 days of workout, 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQT, 4 tiers of steps to earn, 3 hatcheries to stake in, move to earn that, and a way to be financially free. On the 10th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made me feel 10 years younger. 9 bucks unlocking, 8 miners mining, 7 days of workout, 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQT, 4 tiers of steps to earn on, 3 hatcheries to stake in, move to earn that, and a way to be financially free. On the 11th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me 11 Vanguard miners, feeling 10 years younger. 9 docks unlocking, 8 miners mining, 7 days of workout, 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQT, 4 tiers of steps to earn on, 3 hatcheries to stay, a move to earn that, and a way to be financially free. On the 12th day of Christmas, MoveQuest made for me a home block chain. 11 Vanguard miners, feeling 10 years younger. Yeah, 9 docks unlocking, 8 miners mining, 7 days of war, got 6 hours of paid sleep, 5 MQT, 4 tiers of steps to earn up, 3 hatcheries to stake in, a move to earn that, and the way to be financial.